Hey, what's up, guys? So I've been asked to do like a free-to-play teams guide on how to increase your levels. So the first thing I want to do is start with how my setups are and what makes my team viable. So as you can see, I got everything pretty much to 16. That's not a really good amulet, but it's got crit damage on it, and that's what I need. So my starter, Kale, I have him almost around 3,000 attack, 1,500 defense, 175 speed. Now, I can increase his speed, but I want it there for a reason, and you'll see why in a little bit. And I have him at 82% crit rate, and you only need to get him to 75%, so that way he can crit every time. The rest of it is all him. And crit damage, I'm at 90%. My accuracy is a little bit low, but that's okay for Kale. Now, another person that I fully suggest that people use is Spirit Host. And the reason why is because of the skills. So the first skill will attack one enemy, heals by 50% of the damage inflicted, so she's going to help heal herself. Her second skill places an increased attack. Now, when it's, no ascension on it, it's only a 25, but when you get her to 3 stars, it'll increase the attack to 50%. And that's going to be important. And then the last one removes all debuffs on all allies and places block debuffs, so that way they cannot put, decrease attack on you, or, decrease defense, decrease speed, or anything like that. And for her, I have her speed at 182, which is just a little bit faster than Kale, because I want her to throw down her second skill before Kale throws down his acid rain. Now, the third person can either be High Katoon. I don't have her with any gear or anything because I'm using someone else in her spot right now, someone I think that works better, and that is Apothecary. So for Apothecary, his skills is he does 3 attacks. Now, if this is Fire Knight, that's a really good skill for Fire Knight because it's, 3 attacks. And then the second skill, his A2, is heals the target by 35% HP, and this heal can be critical. So if you have him with some crit rate, that'll actually help heal everyone because he'll be able to heal more depending on his critical rate. Alright, and now his speed, I have him at 189. So what this is going to do is he's going to come in, he's going to hit increase speed, his A3, and that's going to, pump up the speed so that way you go more, and it fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%. And then Spirit Host will come in and do the A2 to increase the attack. Now, I've been working on this, but I cannot get the exact speed that I need for her because I need her to be fast enough to go before Kale, but not go before Spirit Host. You want her Spirit Host to go so that way the increased defense that she's going to drop is also going to be at a higher rate. So if you do this, increase the defense, or I'm sorry, decrease the defense debuff for 2 turns, and then have Kale go. it'll really lay down a smack. So that's the first thing. Now, I don't have War Maiden fitted out right to be able to do this, so I'm just going to ignore her part. But if you can, that's the formula that you want. So let's go into the arena real quick, and that way we can see how this is going to work. Alright, so I guess we'll go with this one. So I have my team preset already done, so that way the AI is tuned how I want it to. And as you can see, he has 170 Wukong. So he's going to go right after Kale. So it's going to be Apothecary, Speed Burst, Spirit Host, Strengthen My Attack, Kale, Acid Rain, and then Wukong's going to come in with the strip any buffs that they might have and block buffs that they can get. So let's take a look at that. This one has Demitha on it and UDK, so it might be a little bit tough, but let's take a look. Now, anytime that we face UDK, we want to go ahead and make sure that we target him and get him out of the way first. The reason for that is his passive ability. It allows him to take any damage that you put on anyone else and actually take it himself. So you definitely don't want that. So he's back up, so I want to go ahead and make sure that I target him again. Wow, he's sheeped. Oh, never mind. If you do sheep him, it's okay to attack everyone else because his passive doesn't matter then. AoE attacks will also bypass that target redirection. This guy's got Gembo, so it might be a little bit tough, but let's see what we got here. We're going to target Gembo too. Now we're going to target Artak because he is a beast. And as you can see, so I'm boosting my speed. I'm usually going first. I'm boosting my attack. I got a healer just in case. So everything's going pretty well. Now we're going to move on to some potion keeps. And the one that's open right now is the Force Keep. So let's see how we do in the potion keep. So my setup for this is I'm using Kale because he brings the 15% increase on HP for everyone, putting him in as my lead. And then we have this duo, which is priceless for free-to-play accounts. It will really jack people up. And then we have Skill of the Drakes. Now we can take her out, and another one that will do this job is Skinner. And let's see here, see if I got any other smaller guys that will do that job as well. This guy right here, this Torgal, he works too. Where is he? Here he goes. Or Tolog, that's his name. Okay, so he would place increased defense and critical heal. And he also has a skill for revives an ally with 30% HP. He's pretty easy to get. Also, he was a fusion champ that you could have got if you were trying for the fusion last time and you just didn't get it, along with Nightcloak, Selenia Nightcloak. Let's see here. Is there another one that might work? I'm definitely going to be using skill, but you know, anyone that does a revive is going to work in her position. And then I have my Deliana. So this should work pretty well. Let's take a look. Everything's going pretty well. Alright, that's stage 9. Let's move on. I can do probably 15 or 16 with this composition, but I'll probably stop at 14 and we'll move on. I'll probably run this at like time 2 speed when I actually do my editing, because some of these battles might get drug out a little bit, but they work. Now keep in mind, if you don't have Deliana, another person that'll work here will be Wukong in her spot. I like Deliana, but if you don't have her, feel free to put Wukong in there to, you know, substitute that. See, it's starting to slow down a little bit, so my runs are going to take a little bit longer. when I start getting up to these higher levels. But my guys are still pretty much full life. So it's not going to hurt me to keep going. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Man, why does it keep on doing that? I am not hitting that. Oh, it's probably because I have ran probably about 100 auto battles today on this account. I almost forgot, I'm going to show you what kind of masteries I have on each of these guys too. And those really do help. We're going to stop here at 13. I can do 14 though with this same composition. No problem. But we get over like 3 to 4 minutes of run with level 14 and up. Alright, so let's go back out here and look at these masteries real quick. Okay, so for Kale, we have the increased damage inflicted by 5% when attacking with full HP. That's why it's so important to make sure that you have lifesteal gear along with Immortal to help him stay at full health. And we have this 5% increase critical rate, the 10% crit damage, increased damage inflicted. Here, it'll be easier just to show you like this. So this is how my tree looks so far. This one, that's another life steal. When he gets down below 50% HP, super important. This one, it makes all the sets that you have, their stat bonuses go up by 15%. And this one decreases the cooldown. Those ones are very important. These ones all have to do with accuracy. So we're going to look at how I have Apothecary. So for him, I went two ways. I'm going the red because the damage that he can do. Although, hold on. Let me fix this. I don't really need damage for him. And he doesn't need accuracy. But increase the value of heals for this champion. We definitely want that. This one also increases the amount of healing and shields and stuff like that. So we definitely want that.
Damn, bro.
this is going to be for like Hydra right here. Decrease the damage received by 10% if this champion has a stun, sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, or petrification debuffs. Alright. Now for Spirit Host, she doesn't need accuracy at all or anything over here in the blue, because the only thing she does is do the increase attack buff. So I went Tough Skin to give her more defense, and the receive less damage when she's got a debuff on her, those specific debuffs. Now for this we have the increase crit rate and crit damage, and also the increased damage inflicted when attacking with full HP. For Deliana, all this looks pretty much similar, except for in this defensive. So she'll get more healing and more shield, and the remove debuff. For skill, we want the red tree and the support tree. Now she's also a healer. Every time she goes, she's going to put out a heal. So we want to increase the value of the healing. So that's how the masteries are set up for these characters. So that way it, helps out with their actual talents that they have. Now I'm going to go to, let's go here to Dragon.
Give me a break, huh? Give me a break. You want honey, smoking gosh, huh? Smoking gosh, you want honey, smell good. Smell good, you want honey, line of rich, huh? Line of rich, you want honey, give me a break, huh? Give me a break, you want honey, smoking gosh, huh? Smoking gosh, you want honey, smell good. Smell good, you want honey, yeah. Prank the game, wake and roll.
Now my usual team, I do have Ornn in here because of his poison debuff, and every time that he puts out poison, he gets more defense. But this will work too.
我这个点看义务被看你很高的眼，到了没中间分虚而被走，让你看个够，装的凶狠。听说你在外面的背诵，这些笑我在怕，我的心很拽，插头很坏，靠你的牌，随时取下让你口袋。我爱帅，全中的分都是我手，妹妹爱，看着的分他不回头。的八戒都被突然间转到比较高的鹦鹉，大半下八戒八戒，最后的八戒，看过的奖励让你服输，摘不下装面目。罗大并不是一个人物，爱的天早就不看清楚。Lana Rich, huh? Lana Rich.
That's one of the reasons why I love Deliana, because of her leech and her decreased resistance. So that way it makes it easier for your guys to actually progress.
Honey, give me a break, huh? Give me a break. You want honey, smoking gosh, huh? Smoking gosh. You want honey, smell good. Smell good. You want honey, Lana Rich, huh? Lana Rich. You want honey, give me a break, huh? Give me a break. You want honey, smoking gosh, huh? Smoking gosh. You want honey, smell good. Smell good. You want honey, yeah. 看看我的 van。No one is better than me， 见见我的 fans， 这才是我活跃的意义。I'm a low-key man.
It's a good idea anytime that you see this person right here to get them first. Don't let them put their block damage, because if they do, then they're just going to sit there and take all your hits. Unless you have someone like Rhonda that's going to go under the shield. or the block damage, something like that. But I don't have her in this composition, so.
问答问答建好第几 Give me all your hands push me 顺便登上肢体听着我的歌的时候不能保持制走你是工地上的宝
And even Spirit Host at level 40 is doing okay.
工头我是大力水手偶尔来上那么几口还要带上我的 bro 这感觉似有非有附加做着我的 hoe 金银财宝赚不够欣赏我的 cash flow 想把做的 everybody know 这些阿猫阿狗都是付不起的阿斗擦亮我的扳手杀你不用理由这是我的 ghetto Nobody can fuck with me看我给你 make it rain No pain, no gain. I want to no gain, no free. I wanna be 老板可以 no pain. 我不跟你讲那些没用的屁话，那些跳着盗版的踢踏肆意的辱骂 Young blood 都在旗下享受过程被我击杀。
Let it reach, let it reach. Give me honey, give me a break, give me a break.
Looks like it might start getting dicey here.
Give me honey, smoking gotcha, smoking gotcha. Give me honey, smell good, smell good. Give me honey, let it reach, let it reach. Give me honey, give me a break, give me a break. Give me honey, smoking gotcha, smoking gotcha. Give me honey, smell good, smell good. Give me honey, yeah.
Stage 13 is a sweet spot. I haven't done Dragon Stage 13 with this composition yet, but I'm sure it'll be okay. It's going to take a little bit longer. As you see, I'm not doing the damage as quick, but I think it should be alright. Poor Spirit Host. They just want to go after her the most. At stage 13 on Dragon, you'll start getting the ability to get 6 stars on a more regular basis. That's a really good one if you can do it, to go ahead and do that. I know you probably won't have Shamael, but he does a triple hit, and that's really good for Fire Knight, along with triple hit here, got a, I think it's like a single hit, or a double hit. about how many hits these people do. This one right here, you notice there's nothing there, but as soon as he puts a shield back up, boom, that's showing 7. So it's going to take 7 hits to break that shield. And so if I have people that do more than 1 hit at a time, that's really good. I'm not really too worried about Fire Knight right now, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But, you know, that composition works, and it will take me to probably about 12. Maybe even 13 if I'm lucky. Now on the Ice Golem, it's a little bit different. We want to make sure that his little cronies stay dead, because one does a drop defense and one does an anti-heal, and we don't want that. As you notice, like, all my guys are sitting there trying to heal all the time. I target that anti-heal first, because even if it's a decreased defense, I'll be able to survive. But this guy that's going to put the anti-heal on me, I do not want that at all. I just noticed I forgot to change the composition to do that free-to-play comp. So I'll do this one more time with that. And it'll actually go faster anyway, so. And it's a higher level. And Spirit Host brings that block debuff, so when that's up, I don't even have to worry about the little minions up here. She's gonna die a lot, though. And I don't have my reviver in. With a reviver, I would have passed that, no problem. As you can see, most of these already have that free setup on there.